Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a great program if you have been traveling all day. So, when we're in a vehicle, either it be a car or a train or a bus or a plane, there's a lot of jostling that goes around with on our bodies. And there's also a lot of tension that we accumulate in the body when we're traveling. And so, this is a 20 minutes of getting rid of that tension and energizing you as well so that you feel like doing something else if you have been traveling all day. So get into something comfy. If you haven't already, just push pause and then join us back on the mat. Otherwise, let's get started. So right now, what we'll do is start in the tabletop position. We'll start warming up our spine and getting it feeling good. Land with your hands directly below your shoulders, and your knees are going to be directly below your hips. We call this the tabletop position. You're looking straight down at your mat and you're inhaling to lengthen the spine. On your exhale, now just keep your elbows nice and soft as we work into cat-cows. Now on your next inhale, and make these deep, long inhalations, we're going to drop the belly and lift the head. Come on up to a count of 2, 4, 5, 6. Good. Exhale. Now start to curl your forehead down toward your thighs. Really press into the mat as you arch your back up to the sky. Good. Press, 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 press. Beautiful. Inhale, release. Drop the belly, lift the head. And exhale to curl your spine back down towards your thighs. Start really pressing into the mat here. Squeeze your tailbone in. Press, press, press. Good. Inhale, release. Dropping the belly, lifting the head. Really feel that beautiful stretch across the chest. Exhale as you curl down. And as you're curling down, once again, you're going to really feel this spine opening up. Really is a great way to warm up the spine. Our backs love cat-cows. Go ahead one more time, dropping the belly, lifting the head last time. And exhaling to curl forward. That's the way. Curl it on down. There we go. Press, press, pressing into the mat as you go. Really arching your back up to the sky, squeezing your navel up toward your spine. Beautiful work. Inhale, release to neutral. And exhale. Good. Now from here, take your left knee, place it right in the center of your mat. Take your right knee and kick it in behind your left knee and start to sit back. This is a sciatica stretch. It's very deep. So you're going to really stretch out this portion of the back through the hip area. Now, if you can only get down to about this point, that's just fine. If you can curl down even further, that's fine too. So just meet yourself where you're at. Just allow the stiffness to come out gradually from the body, taking your time. Really inhale deeply now into your low back and belly. Exhale. Beautiful. Sink it down a little bit more if you can. That's the way. We're just letting the back to start to release. Go ahead and take another big inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, start to walk your hands forward. Land on both your knees, placing your hands back on the mat. And now unweighting yourself and pulling the right leg out from behind the left. Great. Inhale now, just look straight down at your mat in the tabletop position. And on the exhale now, land your right knee in the middle of the mat. Take your left leg, tuck it in behind, and then sit back. There you go. Start to sit back. Good. Really feel that back hip area opening up. If you've been sitting for a long time and jostling around, this is a wonderful way to return the circulation and stretch out that big glute muscles and ligaments and tendons. Let your head hang as you take those nice big inhales. And exhale. Good.
And let's linger here for one more cycle of breath. One more nice deep inhalation. And exhalation. Good. Release. Lovely. Go ahead on your next inhale. Now start to come forward, landing on your hands. Bringing your knees to the mat, and go ahead and kick your left leg out from underneath the right leg. That's just beautiful. Now go ahead and just tap your big toes together. You don't have to have your knees directly in line. They can be a little bit apart, but we're going to go into a nice child's pose. So just tap the big toes together. Drape yourself right over your thighs. Bring your forehead to the mat as close to your knees as you can. Curl yourself into a nice little ball. And inhale deeply into the low back and belly, creating lots of space, and then exhale to release over the tops of your legs. Now you can have your arms either down by your sides like I do right now. It's going to give you a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. If you want a little bit more of a stretch in the low back, go ahead, by all means, take your arms up overhead. So just feel it out for yourself what works for you in this moment. So you might want your arms up overhead, or you may want to curl them down by your sides. Beautiful. Take another big inhale. And exhale fully and completely. Release right over the legs. Take all the tension out of the body as best you can. We're just still working it out. Beautiful. Let's linger here for another cycle of breath. And a nice exhale. Good. And as we inhale, now we'll start to move forward, coming up out of the child's pose, landing with your hands directly below your shoulders. And then go ahead and walk your knees forward a little bit. Swing your legs to one side or the other. We'll make our way onto our back. Take your time as we move into corpse pose. Now, if you want to bend your knees as we curl back onto the mat, go right ahead and do that. If you want to have your legs straight, you go ahead and do that. Just keep your chin tucked into your chest as you curl yourself down. Just keep your chin tucked in. That's the way. Land on the mat. Take your feet out about hip width apart and allow your feet to just naturally relax to the side and have your palms facing up to the sky. Good. This is called corpse pose. Take a big inhale. And another full, complete exhale. Just allow it to release to the mat. This corpse pose will bring your spine into good alignment, especially if you've been sitting up for a long time. So just allow the firmness of the floor to bring you into good alignment as you take another nice deep inhalation. And exhale. Beautiful. Now on our next inhale, go ahead and bend your knees. Bring your feet flat to the floor. And just have your feet far enough away where you can flick your fingertips on your heels. There we go. Now take your left leg, place your left ankle on top of your right knee. So it's like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair, but you're on your back. Take another nice deep inhale. And on the next exhale, now you're going to pick up your right knee and start bringing it towards your chest. We're really going to open up the sciatica here. This is a thread the needle. Now go ahead, if you're able to, take your left arm underneath your left leg, interlace both your fingers on top of your right knee or below the right knee, whichever is available to you. Try and keep your toes pointed up to the ceiling on the right side. So we're going to engage the muscles a little bit. Taking those nice big inhales, and on the exhales now, just pull that right knee in towards you a little bit more. You're going to really feel an opening on the left side hip. If you want to go a little bit deeper with this hip stretch, by all means, take your elbow your left elbow and press away in the crook of your left knee. The left elbow onto left knee and the crook of the knee, and you can just press away as you pull the right leg towards you, and that's really going to open up the hip area. Take those nice deep inhalations, really work with your breath on these very deep stretches. Keep looking straight up at the sky as well as we move through reclined pigeon. Exhaling it out, good. We'll take one more nice deep inhale. And on the exhale now, just slowly release the right leg back down to the floor. Go nice and slow. It's a very deep stretch. Good. Uncurl your left leg now and place your right ankle on top of your left knee. Once again, take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale now, pick up the left knee and start bringing it towards you. That's the way. Good. Now, once again, if you want to thread the needle, take your right arm in underneath the right leg and either interlace your fingers on top of the left knee or below the knee. And once again, keep your toes pointed up toward the ceiling just to engage the left leg a little bit. And press away with your right elbow into the crook of your right leg as you pull that left knee in towards you. It's going to really open up the hip area. Take a deep breath. That's the way. Exhaling to pull it in and press with the elbow if it's available to you. Might be a deep enough stretch already without it. That's just fine. Good. Take another nice deep inhale. And exhaling to pull that knee in. So it might be only a very small amount. You might not even be noticeable on the outside, but you can feel it very much on the inside, even when you pull that knee in towards you, just even a fraction of an inch. Good. Take another big inhale. And on the next exhale, now just release your legs slowly and allow the left foot to come back down to the floor. Uncurl your right leg. Keep your knees bent. We're going to move into a bridge pose next. So once again, check to make sure that your heels can be felt with your fingertips. We don't want your feet too far away. And now you're going to take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale now, start to lead with your tailbone. Peel your back up off the mat. Lift the hips up high to the sky. If you can get up onto your shoulders and interlace your fingers under the body, that's great. If you can't, then just allow your hands to be at your sides and press up. Good. Lock it in. Take a big inhale. That's the way. Exhale it out. Beautiful. So hold here for another deep inhalation. Press, 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 hold, hold, hold. That's the way. Good. On the exhale, now just take your shoulders out to the side. Keep your tailbone tucked up. Start at the top of your back and press each vertebrae into the mat as you return. So keep your tailbone tucked up. It'll be the last thing to land. Press, press, press. Just notice any places where you have any pinching or grabbing on the way. When you get to the bottom, really press your low back into the mat. And inhale to release. Beautiful work. Exhale it out. We're going to press into one more bridge pose. So go ahead and take another deep inhalation, looking straight up at the sky. Exhale, start to peel your back up off the mat, leading with the tailbone, lifting the hips up high to the sky. That's the way. Good. And once again, if you can get up onto your shoulders and interlace your fingers under the body, that's great. Really press the wrists and hands into the mat as you press your hips up high. Good. Take a nice big inhale, holding steady. Press, 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 lift, lift, lift. Good work. Take your shoulders out to the sides now. Once again, start to lower down to the mat, starting at the top of your back, pressing each vertebrae in as you go, keeping the tailbone lifted and allow it to be the last to land. Good. Taking your time. Really press that low back into the mat when you get to the bottom and inhale, release to neutral. And exhale, go ahead and straighten your legs out and come on back into corpse pose. There we go. Allowing your hands and your palms to face the sky. Good. Take a big inhale. And an exhale. Beautiful. Take another big inhale. And on this inhale, now just go ahead and bend your knees. Scoot yourself over to one side of your mat or the other. We're going to roll our way onto our side. Take a big inhale, exhale, press up into sitting, and then make your way around to all fours once again. Come on around. Now from here, let's go into another hip opener, but this time we're going to be opening up the front aspect of the hip, and we do that with a king pigeon. So once again, your hands are right below your shoulders. Take a nice inhale. And on your exhale, now slide your left knee up to the back side of your left wrist. Left knee to left wrist. Slide your right leg straight back behind you. Now, if you're able to, this might be as far as you can make it. If you can press up a little bit higher, go ahead and do that. Press up, look straight forward. Take a big inhale. And exhale, just feeling that beautiful stretch in the front aspect of your right hip. Another nice big inhale. Beautiful. And on the exhale, now just come on into a forward fold. Just walk your hands forward. Take your forehead to the mat or onto your hands. Just stack your hands in front of you and just allow your forehead to rest on them. Good. Take another big inhale. So we're really opening up the left hip now. And once again. And exhale to release. Feeling that beautiful opening in the sciatica on the left side. We'll work the right side next. Just stick with me here for a moment. Take another big inhale. And an exhale. Good. And on your next inhale, now start to walk your hands back. Just press yourself back up into sitting one more time. Or it's not sitting, excuse me, just pressing yourself to upright. And on your next exhale, now just walk your hands 1-2 steps forward. Use them for balance. Dig your back toe in and toe knee the back leg up toward the body. This is how we unweight ourselves without hurting our knees. So once you get to that position, unweight yourself, pull that left leg back to meet the right leg. Good. Inhale, look straight down at your mat as you lengthen up the spine. Exhale, now slide your right knee up to the back side of your right wrist and slide your left leg back down behind you. Good. Inhale to press your upper body into the upright position. So you're feeling that really deep stretch right in through the front aspect of the hip. When you've been sitting for a long time or jostling around in a vehicle, big inhale, exhale, then you're getting a lot of shortening in through that area. And this is a way to counter stretch that. Good. Take another big inhale. And on the exhale, go ahead now and just come into a nice forward fold. Come on down to the mat. Once again, stacking your hands right in front of you, placing your forehead on them, and just rest it out here. Beautiful. Take another big inhale. And exhale. Good. Take another nice deep inhalation. And exhale. Good. And on your next inhale, go ahead and once again press your upper body up to the upright position. Good. Lift, 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 hold, and exhale.
exhale now, walk your hands 1, 2 steps forward. Keep them there for stability. Dig in your back toe and toe knee your back leg up to meet the body before we start to unweight. So we protect our knees. Go ahead now and unweight your right knee and have it meet your left knee. Now from here, let's just wiggle yourself back on the mat. You wiggle your knees back on the mat. Keep your hands in front of you. We're just going to lower ourselves down nice and gently. Keep your elbows tucked in tight to the body. Good, nice, slowly lowering down. Good, now making sure that you've got your hands directly below your shoulders. Look straight down at your mat. Take a big inhale. And an exhale. Good. And on your next inhale, you're just going to now swoop the nose up toward the sky. Start to press up into a little mini cobra. Nothing serious. Just really loosening the back up. Good. Exhale as you come forward. We'll do this a couple of times with a nice, easy movements. Once again, inhaling to swoop the nose up toward the sky. Keep the legs nice and relaxed behind you. Exhale as you come forward. Take any notice wherever you're pinching or grabbing. Last time, inhaling to swoop the nose up toward the sky. Pressing up as you go. And exhale as you come down. Now from here, we're going to dig in our toes behind us. Keep your elbows tucked in nice and tight to the body. We're going to press up into a high plank and then right up into a downward dog. So have your feet no more than hip width apart right now. Otherwise, they'll put too much pressure on your low back. So take a big inhale. Exhale, press up and then come all the way up with your hips to the sky. Good. Walk it forward and land your heels if it's available to you. If it's not, that's okay too. Eventually you will get there. Take a big inhale and exhale. Just allow the chest to bob down toward the mat and let your head and neck go soft. Good. Another big inhale. Exhaling from the downward dog, releasing any tension as best you can. Good. Beautiful. Feels so good to have that vagus nerves stimulated, which is what the downward dog is really good for. The vagus nerves are very important nerves in our back. You can look them up and realize how important it is that we keep it toned for our digestion, heart rate, blood pressure. Good. Inhale now. Look up at the top of your mat. Take a hop, skip, or a jump. Come all the way up to the top. Good. And inhale now to a half lift. Just placing your hands below your knees. Straighten your arms and look straight down at the sky. So it just returns the blood gently to the body. Big inhale and an exhale. And on your exhale now, I just want you to do a nice forward fold. Keep your back as straight as you can. Now go ahead and bend your knees. Take your feet apart, about fist width apart. Drape your upper body right over the thighs and come into ragdoll. So if you want to pick up your arms, go ahead and do that. Hold your elbows with opposite hands. Take those nice deep inhalations right into the low back and belly. And exhale just to feel the spine lengthening up. Really creating lots of space between the vertebrae. Getting up off our discs, giving them a little break. Instead of having them to carry all the weight all the time. Beautiful. And on your next inhale, once again, let's just return to a half lift to bring the blood back to the body gently. You can straighten out your legs as you take your hands just right below your knees. Looking straight down at the floor. Good. And on the exhale, just come on down to a little dip on a forward fold. We're not going to stay here very long. Just a dip down and then inhale. Come on up to mountain pose, which is standing. Now, if you need to bend your knees as you come up because your back is too tired, if you need to crawl up your body, go ahead and do that. If you can lift up with straight legs, go ahead and do that. Catch a wave A little bit of a back bend. And exhale, bring the arms down by your sides. Palms facing forward. Good. Roll it out. Roll it out. Ooh, I'm going to start feeling good now. And from here, we're going to go into a little bit of a wide leg stance. So go ahead and take 1-2 steps out with your legs. Now your feet will be anywhere from 3 to 5 feet apart, depending on the length of your legs. This is called a starburst. Go ahead and take a big overhead inhale as you bring your arms right up to the sky in a 5-point star. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Come all the way down to the mat. Take your time. Land your hands directly below and in the middle. And exhale it out. Beautiful. So allow yourself to feel that nice stretch in the legs. Once again, we get a lot of shortening and tension in the hamstring area when we've been sitting and traveling for a long time. Let your head hang. That's the way I should have been doing that. Good. Take another big inhale. And an exhale. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, you go ahead and bend your knees as you work your way to standing. Take the pressure off the low back. Go ahead and come into another nice starburst, bringing the arms up overhead. Stretch it out, big inhale. And now on your next exhale, take your right hand and bring it down to your left leg. Just going to do a nice little crossovers. Go ahead and bend that left knee. Inhale, straighten up. Into another starburst. Go ahead now and exhale, taking the left arm to the right ankle, bending the right knee. Good. Straighten up once again. Inhaling. Exhale, take the right hand down to the left leg. Good. Inhale, stand up straight. And taking now the left arm down to the right leg. Good. Inhale, standing up straight. Little back bend. Good. And exhale, bring the arms down by your sides. Good. Go ahead and take your hands to your waist. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, go ahead and press away with the one leg and bring it up to join your other leg. Phew. There you are. From here, let's go into a nice supported side stretch. That'll just energize you a little bit more now that you've gotten out of the vehicle and you are landed where you want to be. And now you're just going to get yourself energized and ready for the next thing in life. Go ahead and take a big inhale. Stretch way up at the top. Exhale, just bring your right arm down by your side and crest your left arm overhead. It's a little supported side stretch just to let the hip open up a little bit more. Inhale, straightening up the left arm. Inhaling up the right arm to meet. Exhale, take the left hand down to your side and crest your right arm overhead. Good. Inhale, straightening up the right arm. Bringing the left arm up overhead as well. Exhale once again now. Just switch it up and do each side one more time. So lowering the right arm. Cresting the left arm overhead. Beautiful. Allow your left hip to kick out a little bit. Inhale, straightening up the left arm. Bringing up the right arm. Exhaling to bring your left arm down by your side and crest the right arm overhead. And just allow the right hip to kick out a little bit there. Just feel that nice side body stretch. Good. Inhaling's coming up. Straightening up the right arm. Bringing the left arm up. Stretch way on up at the top. Spread your fingers out. Exhale. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Roll it out. Come back into mountain pose. Palms facing forward. Just get grounded here for a second. Feel what it feels like just to remain still after all that moving. Just be nice, still like a mountain. Take another big inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, go ahead and move on into the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'd be happy to answer them.